a genius. But now we're starting to see most of these people are not geniuses. They have really good marketing tactics, but they had no real business acumen behind it.
Great point. Great point. All right, let's bring up the man at all. Let's bring him up to the stage. Here we go. Tony, the closer. It looks like you're on mute. Looks like you're on mute. So give yourself, make sure you get yourself off mute. And while you do that, hey, big shout out.
What's up?
Got 964 people in the building. We deserve at least 700, 600 likes. So take this time to hit the like button. Hit that like button.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend, Sugar. Sugar. All the talking has...
I gotta hear the story.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver.
Hey, if you
straight right just misses.
If you were in a car accident up to 1 year ago, even if you don't drive, that's quickly moving around this video to see how much you can get. Just answer 5 simple questions.
Just missed with the left hand.
Take 30 seconds. If you got hurt by a drunk the last year, you got to call without even knowing.
Straight right just missed.
Like this. Maybe even this. You can leave now to find out. Tens of thousands of people have received a 5-figure or even a 6-figure check without one.
That's the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
She had no idea her case was worth anything.
Yeah, that is very good.
Big shots from both of these fighters.
I just happen to be sitting back.
This has been a very competitive round.
Skill for skill. She's not a match made in heaven.
The system I work with, every time somebody has any bad relationship, I get their relationship.
Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore? Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
I know, that's why I said crazy.
He was coming with a lot. He came so quick. And she was so
at this point, you gotta believe.
The upset employee.
Here we go for round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to go out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't drift and don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. You can tie him up. Just extend head plays again. Your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well done with that counter shot.
Hey man, I'll take care of it. And really, all the people that
nice counter punch right up the middle.
Trading their money back.
It was like some TV slides because you could get the slipping line on it.
I guess you guys will get it, Greg. I mean,
this fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movements.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
So this was in 2020.
They exchange punches. Straight right just misses.
I see this kid by the blue in his post. Everybody's sending it to me. They're like, hey, check this post out. Check the post out. I look at the post the first day, and it was like 4,500 comments.
I gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, top for top. Now this fight will say, you know what, that's notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's sent to me by like 4 or 5 other people, so now like more and more people going in the comment section. And
every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Here's a scoring blow.
So, start looking, doing a little bit of research. You look around lightly, and the kid,
they are not going to let this one go to the judges.
Put up a post in regards to what happened taking place with Greg. Now, Greg goes live to basically address
every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
He was going out to address the haters, and guess Hyde was the hater of the wrestling. And
What would you tell?
Having to come in towards the middle of it where he's like,
On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Like 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They're going to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back.
I'm just watching from all this like everybody else. Like people here tonight, I just sat here and I'm just watching.
Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
Shout out to you, man. You know, you're the real one. You put my son in your course and you shoot, man. You know, you just like shoot me compliment.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
Like, he's just honoring you.
Can't find a home in that jab.
Moments later, I get a live request. He pops up and sends a live request. I'm just in the audience watching this thing now. And now he sends me a live request. So I go into the live.
There's a counter shot.
He asked me, he's like, hey, Tony, what's your opinion?
Someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
It's so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night
my personal opinion, that's what you really care about you. That's what you should be doing right now, is not being online.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't?
Directly to the people who say they have concerns about their money. And you really get one half of the deal we had going on with the dispute between him and his investors and people who might go like this.
You hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight.
It's actually live. He's got the comments off. And because he had the comments off, and he was saying things that were dismissive, he had people that were down coming into my DM and they were sending me screenshots like, yo, Tony,
you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
I paid him X amount of thousands of dollars and I don't have a problem with it. He's been giving me the runaround. They're sending me like, with the screenshots. Every single element.
Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here.
I told him on a lot of said, bro, people are losing.
Back at it, round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
And at the time, it was probably about 1,500.
If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you want it comes down.
Like 2,000 coming to the right. There's people that like, man, this shit's crazy. Everybody has a story. And when I tell you what this came out of this was so unbelievable, the stories were all the same. They were consistent. And that's when I knew that this was really like something that was problematic because it wasn't just like 1 or 2 people saying, hey, I had the issue. It was like, hey, it was a process, and the process was identical.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down?
The finessing, hey, I got you.
He scores with the counter.
Again, like everybody's messages were identical. No matter if they
it's always fascinating to watch 2 good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
We have a fighter that's got great footwork and great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
$1 million to invest, then you would be considered an accredited investor. If you got that much cash, technically, an accredited investor is someone who makes around $200,000 a year. They have a net worth of $1 million, excluding their personal. If you're not,
perfect counter shot. Straight right, just misses.
This is where the culture vulture aspect comes into play. Some of these guys are street dudes, and they've made their money. They're not really accredited investors. They're touching into the image that this person is selling them by saying that they're from the hood, that they're from the streets, and that they turned up that. So the video turned $5,000.
Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to. Here's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough flash round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, they got his house for sale right now. He's about $400,000. So, you know, they're probably changing drastically right now.
Nice counter shot.
Going back to the $200,000, this is where the culture vulture aspect comes into play because they're
just misses.
going after people who they know. don't really understand the real estate process, and they're risk adverse.
Sort of be death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
They're telling me those stories, and the stories are getting more and more inside.
Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. Caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I need to see that again.
He was basically raising a mini coach, and people believed in him so much. Like he put this. Hey, I got you, sis. I got you, bro. So everybody has a stepping stone of it. Everybody always.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing
right. Some of the
right.
people that actually start reaching out to me. Yeah, NBA players, Patino Mobley, he called me like, hey, Tony. Yeah, man. Yeah, some of 200,000.
Holding nothing back here in the round.
Yeah,
That's not right. NBA play.
NBA players.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably around he'd rather forget.
Friends, he hits me up. Hey, Tony. Send a $48,000. What's up, baby?
He's been knocked down, but at least not.
Like, not only just that it was like these people that were sending me
Here's the
DMs,
bell for round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And I ain't had nothing to do with this. I had absolutely nothing to do with this. Matter of fact, I was just trying to mind my business. I told them
has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
I was cool with my being here.
The jab doesn't quite
It's been very entertaining for concept because I'm going to tell you, goddamn, I've never seen a soap opera as crazy as this.
Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, the knockout punch. They want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than
they had my Instagram account. They reported it so many times because of the lives. They said, we got to get him out of here. They had my IG account.
Straight right just misses.
I mean, this is so bad. It was 2,000 plus people in my life every day. And when I tell you there are hundreds of people in my DM, and I'm in the millions and millions of people who actually have real.
How about that time counter shot?
We're going to talk about some things.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring.
Real cases that Greg has you know, with the court in the box right now. He actually had a real estate.
The judges' scorecards read there are no losers in this one.
He actually had a young man sue him, and they sued him under the grounds of the RICO Act.
I've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it.
I've never heard of the real estate RICO.
There's the bell to start round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think it's possible. But if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a break now.
So this is going to be the default judgment in their favor tomorrow at 1 o'clock. There's multiple lawsuits that are in place.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
So
he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
What you see right there is a heartbroken
He
fighter.
was marketed to the streets. He was marketed. See, something that's important is like you got to understand how people position themselves. And a lot of people, like, they try to mix me in the crowd with real estate gurus who be on the BS.
Perfect counter
I like to be
lands.
very transparent.
Straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
People didn't even understand the comps in the neighborhood. The numbers didn't make sense that they were actually spending the type of money they were spending in properties.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down.
I mean, these got people that he put on the $300,000 contracts or houses that he spent.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about
$350K on the house
this
that
is
he put on the
about
contract that he purchased for $2,800.
Okay, so we lose the battle.
Punch is beginning to take its toll.
In this situation, right?
Very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
I get to 28 or whatever, and he's selling it, but also lending the money. And all he's done.
We'll see how much endurance these two.
We gotta go.
There's the bell to start round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship round. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, drank right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated.
Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So you come in and you buy the property from me for $15,000, and then you sell it to the next person for $25,000, and then you sell it to the next person for $45,000, and then before you know it, it's just a snowball effect. And they're doing this shit in the hood. They're doing this in the hood. Now, I just want you to understand this. They're doing this where some of these people are getting their properties, and by the time that Greg is actually giving them the property, there's actually bulldozers that are coming and knocking these properties down.
Gotta waste time. Get behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gonna call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's gonna get momentum and pull you down again, and that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
There's a reason the Flappy Flavy inflatable tube band dominated the dancing. Just like there's a reason Boyd Morgan is America's largest injury offer. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round.
When you describe how one group is bringing the next group, it sounds like a multi-level punch. Yes.
Nice counter punch.
It's a multi-level.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round.
Overinflated. He didn't let you in on the grip to say, hey,
a pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one. They've done it before.
Like you do it and you go. He's saying and like directs and narrates how group 1 can do the to the group 2 and how group 2 is to the
Let's see, this goes back to what I was saying too about the culture that it sets, right? The tone that it sets, because then you have people who kind of defend this behavior. A guy came on Tony Block and said that he didn't want to say he was a successful mentee. He just was trying to say he did successful business correct, right? And they're trying to defend the indefensible. So Tony asked him a legitimate question. Can you show me some properties that you own so we can look and see if they're good deals? Because understand, if you don't know what a good deal is, you don't know what a good deal is. So let's dissect some of these properties and see. He goes, no, I can't show you that. I can't.
No, there's a video. I know I've seen this video. Yeah. I know you've seen it. Let's see the video. Tony, can you shoot me the video real quick? Maybe I can find it. Because this is priceless. Because I will admit, I did see this. Yeah. And it's the funniest thing. I think I saw it on your Twitter.
While you find the video, I just want to finish it up. So, like,